Yeah, Broadway is back.
Finally. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's catch a musical.
Hey, that's an awesome idea.
How about this one?
Now that one's got a great cast, but the music, I wasn't feeling it.
How about that one?
Now that one's got an amazing choreographer, awesome spectacle, but I don't know, the music just didn't do it for me.
I got it. Rock of Ages.
Now that's a great show, but that lead guy, not so much. You know what? I got a great idea.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Students weren't the only ones showing off their school spirit during Piper High's homecoming and sunrise. This is one principal with pizzazz. I thought she was going to twerk for a second there. Okay, but we see you.
Oh, who put that skit together? Slick. Of course it was Slick. He used the panty cam.
I just sent you guys another video. It's the second one I sent that we're going to upload.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to, as you can see,
Fall.
a nice, exciting Wednesday afternoon. We have Mr. J in Studio B drawing up and drinking some
It's a
wine.
surprise for you, by the way.
That's what he said.
He said Freddie's going to love
And
this
he threw
one.
me out of the room.
Good. It's all for you.
Jay saw some art over at the radio station. Everything you see behind me is for sale. We got to get those things.
What thing? Oh, the price tags.
Tell Alana. Tell the lawyer. You tell the lawyer, you get anything and everything done.
She is so organized, is all I can tell you. Bam, newsletter coming out. What are you grateful for today?
Me? I'm grateful I had a Snickers bar.
Me too.
And
That was
frozen
thanks
because
to the bacon.
Abs says it got to be frozen.
I know. The Baconators brought us over a stepladder and some candy, Big John. We got the guys in
You
the
like
house
the way it
and
worked
me and
out?
Alana.
You like the way it worked?
That Abs told you had to be frozen?
Oh, you know what? I need a coffee news. Where did I leave it? Oh, is one on the table there, Alana? Or Vlad, get me that? It's the coffee news?
Coffee news, you got some big news. I got some big news also.
Okay, let's start with yours where they get me mine.
2020 The Game is now available at Walmart.com. It is now live, so you can get your game, 2020 The Game, at Walmart.com. It is a great holiday gift. One of the people that won the game last week, Julie, Coach Julie, won the game last week. There's one in Studio A on the table. Who won the game? She's going to buy them for all her holiday gifts this year to give to everybody.
Now we don't have the game here.
It's out on commercial
It's
shoot.
out on a commercial shoot. And we gave the other one on the radio. I don't have one? Okay, I gave out the last one. But the coffee news, but yes, the 2020 The Game is everywhere. And we want to have a 2020 game day where everybody's going to be playing.
Anna should be momentarily with it. We're going to get it up and rolling.
We're going to set up maybe 10 boards so that people, we even have to buy these, and put out a tournament where the winner, first prize is a trip to Hawaii.
How exciting, though. I mean, she created this game, and here she is in marketing. We do a lot of marketing. We do a lot of advertising, but this game has exploded. It is now located at the airport, at the spa. It is located, they have a kiosk at the Palm Beach outlets. You can find it online and now at Walmart.com.
It's funny. I just announced that we're having a tournament where the first prize is Hawaii, and you completely ignored that.
Not
You
at
don't
all.
even ask me, how are we getting people to Hawaii?
I don't ask you these questions anymore. Go on.
There is the Hawaii restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. Kapaki.
The Mai Kai?
Yes.
That's reopening, by the way.
Yes, it is. I got a phone call. They're reopening. They want us to go around there and do a shoot. So I said, I'll do a
that
shoot
true?
if I, yeah. I'll do a shoot if I can get down there a winner to this 2020 game. So the winner is going to have dinner on us. I have it. I know where it is. Don't worry about it. Relax there, Mr.
Have these
Hammond.
guys ever been to the Mai Kai?
They have not. You guys never been to the Mai Kai. You don't even know what a Mai Kai is.
I've been there.
They're all like, yeah.
No, Josh, you ain't been twice. Papaya King don't count.
Yeah, I've been
The Mai Kai.
You guys been down there for Lauderdale?
dangerous. Yeah.
I
It
like
is
your
the
hat.
best. You been there, Alana? Alana, I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is.
You hate it?
Yes.
Where'd you hide it?
Don't worry about it. Now, do you guys know what this is?
That's the balloon.
This is. You ever play in the state? You ever played in the stadiums You ever played in the
Can
state?
we not do this on set
Take
after
that
what
way.
just happened this morning?
In the state? Why? That's just a balloon.
And what's that?
Wow. Forgot about that.
You forgot about that? Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What's behind you?
A $7,000 piece of art.
Oh, that one's 10.
That one's 10. Yeah, we're going to not be, good afternoon. We're going to not be playing balloon baseball around the artwork anymore. But thanks for playing.
Thank you for playing. So,
We got Alan in the house.
how you doing, Alan? So my announcement is that Fridays is going to be Coffee House? No,
Coffee News.
Coffee News. Coffee News Friday, where we made a deal with Coffee News, and they're going to be bringing in restaurants every Friday for the next
Fantastic.
200 years.
Wow.
So we're trying to work it out this Friday to have Mexican food in the house.
We have to bring the other trays back to Boca's Kitchen.
I
That
have
was
to
here
go down
last
there.
Friday.
I got to go down there.
That might be a good place for you to have dinner tonight. They're open until 9 after you leave the radio station. Zoop, zoop, right up Camino Real. Doot, 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 right there. Better than those other fast food places you go.
I'm not going to fast food no more.
Exactly, you
We're
go
eating
there.
at home now.
Nice.
I had a salad last night. I called my salad bowl Vlad.
Your salad bowl has a name.
It's called the Vlad.
Speaking of name, Alana, may I have a new friend that sits next to you? We have a new mascot in studio for the month of November, and our new mascot needs a name. So we're going to put this out to all of our viewers. He, she, they, non-pronoun specific, needs a name. And I think we should put this out, and whoever comes up with the best name will win
Bag of coffee.
a bag of coffee and a free interview on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. How's that sound?
I think that this should be called the Slickster.
No, it needs to, it does not look like Slick at all.
Josh Square.
Doesn't look like Josh Squared either.
What about the Heights? What about the Heights?
Sammy
the Heights
Scarecrow.
with
We
his
got
little haircut.
Sammy Scarecrow. We need a name.
Abs. It can even be the Alana.
Samuel Straw.
Oh, there you go.
That's very,
What do you think?
attacking my culture. I feel like you saying stuff that's not supposed to.
What are you talking about?
Kinda
You're
nice
like
to have
you're
a
like the
little mascot
Scarecrow.
here.
Me and Josh are very offended. Right?
So we're gonna open
Josh
this up.
doesn't get offended.
Let
Ah,
us know a name for
Patchy.
Patchy, Sammy
Let us know a name.
Scarecrow.
They gotta set up. They gotta set up the lower thirds for the VIX Remix Social. You can write in the name. You can call in, and they gotta set up the phone board. Let's see how much Slickster. What's his name? Slickster.
Slick,
Slick.
Slick, aka Gene.
Gee.
Gene. We got the guys in the house. We have Alan Roth joining us. I'm looking forward to his guests coming in. This is incredible orchestra that we have joining us. Ages of 10 through 100, about bringing cross generations together through music and culture. So this is really, really exciting.
You know who this reminds me of?
Who?
Who was that wackadoo that was here on Thursday with the art
Franny?
Monday? Franny. We could call it the Franny.
Franny Sheridan, if we can call it Franny.
She's so funny.
I got to tell you, everyone loved that interview so much that all of her friends now are calling to be interviewed with us.
Franny, I want you to come back. I got somebody I want you to take pictures with.
She would love that.
She looks. Also, does anybody know where I could get some hay?
A barrel
Hay-
of hay?
A barrel of hay or hay stack or hay?
Probably. Do you have allergies?
No.
Lady Ashley?
The bacon. Lady Ashley was asking me if I knew anybody. You know who we should ask? Our new artist, who lives with the horses,
Which one? Yes.
Steve.
Steve, and also around Wellington, I'm sure they've got a contact for hay out in Wellington.
Oh, I made a around Wellington deal. She's coming Friday.
I saw that, but she's got, what, Friday?
This Friday.
You sure? Last I saw, you
She's
asked
going
her
to
for
jury
next
duty
week.
next week.
All right, so you brought her on Friday? All right, so let's come up with a name. Let's see where we can put our new friend.
What are you going to do? You're going to leave it there? And I'm going to kick it.
All right,
Just
we'll put her in
put it
a
over
seat.
there.
We'll put her in a seat. We'll interview her. She needs a name, maybe camera 3 or something.
Is it a her or
It.
I don't know. Freddie refers to everything as a her.
She's in a skirt.
She's in a skirt. Well, you were in a skirt on Friday when you were wearing your diner costume.
You know, I don't say nothing.
Non-gender specific.
I don't say nothing when you wear pants.
Non-gender specific. Exactly what it is. We got a lot of fun going on. We got Vlad. We got Alex. Let's see what's happening with our crew over
Yeah,
here.
let's go to camera 2 because Alex, you inspire me to watch The Heights on Saturday. And I didn't watch it once. I didn't watch it twice. I didn't watch it 3 times. I watched it 4 times.
I still haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it.
No.
You got to watch it. It's on HBO.
I don't have HBO.
You know, everybody has HBO. To HBO.com for free. And I loved it so much that I want to do a bodega.
This is like a bodega, by
No,
the
I
way.
want to do a bodega.
This is a little bit of everything for everyone. Why are we setting up another table, Slick?
Oh, okay. We'll go to 3. Put it at 3.
Yeah, we'll put it on 3 in front of the White House.
Yep. Yep, that'll work.
Oh, we got some artwork coming in too?
All right, so you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move. Oh, Jesus Christ, he scared me. You have to move the doll. Put the doll back.
Right.
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
we go to commercial break and set this up? We're going to go to a quick commercial break and try and control our chaos here. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Let us know what you're grateful for. Let us know what you would name our new friend, the Scarecrow, brought to you by Lady Ashley Party Planning. All of our fall decor on set you see has been sponsored and brought to you by Lady Ashley Party Planning. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got our friends joining us, Alan Roth, and we've got some violins coming in, some great artwork, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
In Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings the light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas. With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. You know, I like it. That has to be
on the board.
It's interesting. I don't know what they're going to do now, which is what I was trying to do months ago.
We don't know what they're putting in next.
I don't know what they're going to put in next. I don't know what it is that's going to be done next.
We've sent them a lot of videos, so let's see if they can download some of them.
Let's see what they get done. So you never know here now.
You never know, but we've got big news. Our hosts of Kids in Capes, Miss Bree and Allie, they were just chosen again to represent the House of Beretti at New York Fashion Week in New York. So this is so exciting.
Do you guys got the picture of the girls?
I don't know if they have the pictures up yet. Did you send it to them?
Yes, but they got to download it and put it up.
So that is exciting news. Bree and Allie, we get to see them this weekend because it is Brielle's bat mitzvah. They are going into season 3 of Kids in Capes, which is and there it is.
Beautiful.
So exciting. Look at them. House of Beretti.
And they're going to be the models, right?
Yes, they get to do the runway for New York Fashion Week.
I got to tell you, those kids have been all over the world. They started with us 3 years ago. And they were little girls, and now they're mature young women, little girls.
And also some exciting news. Do we have the piece for the 2020 that I sent you guys? I sent the video. Channel 12 News was at the 2020 event launch, and Anna has also put a piece together. But what they are doing now, it is live at Walmart.com, and she is pairing up, and I want our next guest to hear this, because what they're doing is they're offering a discount code to charities for fundraisers for the game.
Alan, did you hear that?
So our good friends at 2020 the game, what she is doing is she's giving charities a fundraising opportunity where you get your own code, and 25% of the proceeds of the sale of 2020 the game will go back to the charity. So she can do this for hundreds, thousands of charities, and she's more than happy to give back to the charities. So I just got this.
So the more you buy the game, the more it will work with the selected charities.
Which is really,
Yeah,
really
bring it
exciting.
on. Put it on. Let's put it on.
All right, let's see what we got.
Welcome back. 2020 was a trying year for many of us, and while many would like to certainly put the year behind us, a local couple decided to make a board game out of it. It's called 2020 The Game, and players are forced to do challenges many of us faced throughout the year 2020. It includes references to the COVID-19 pandemic, the 2020 presidential election, and even the toilet paper shortage. Last night, the game's creators hosted a game night at the Salute Market in Palm Beach Gardens. They say they came up with the idea for the game while fighting COVID. Trust me on that.
Awesome, thank you. So we have to, hello there. Hey guys, all the way to the other side of the theater. We're putting together segments as we go. So if you are a business or a charity and you're interested in some fundraising and some fun and the 2020 game, it is live for purchase at walmart.com. It is also live for purchase on their website, but they're also offering your own business or charity fundraiser link for 25% of the proceeds to go back to your charity, which I think is a win-win, especially for our next guest that we haven't even met yet.
We haven't met them yet. They're setting up over there. But the funny thing is that we will be holding the World Championship game of the game 2020.
2020.
When it to go down to the Tiki Hut, or what is it called? The Hawaiian place?
The Mai Kai?
The Mai Kai, to have a Mai Tai Hai.
The Mai Kai is all I can tell you.
Alan's been there a few times.
I don't know where Alan is, actually.
He's right there.
Oh, okay. So our good friend Alan Roth that we've known, I don't know Alan for many, many years already, right? It's been 2, 3, 4 years.
I don't know him for many years.
Yes, we do. We've worked with him for a long time.
I him like 20 minutes ago.
Now you sound like my ex-wife.
I talked to her. No, I'm only kidding.
But I'm really excited because you brought this concept and idea. Oh my gosh, she's got lamb chop in a dress. Do you know I love lamb chop, by the way?
Give you a little history here, okay?
You know that I'm on my own and I'm doing my own consulting firm, and I had the pleasure and honor of meeting Lorraine Marksfield and Bob Fields, and they're an amazing organization that does amazing work, which you guys will all find out. Most important, it's a intergenerational orchestra, and they're located in Boca Raton, and they go throughout the Palm Beaches. They do shows, but more amazing is, which I'll let them tell you, is that their age of the people that are in the orchestra and how this orchestra came to be will literally give you the chills, which I have, believe me, I have the chills just talking about them. So it gives me great pleasure not only to bring them to your show, but to tell you about the amazing event they have coming up in December, which they'll go over. But please, Freddie and Dawn, I'm proud to, in Brooklyn Cafe, I'm proud to announce and introduce you to, well, beautiful people.
Lorraine and Bob, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us here today.
This is such an incredible concept. When Alan came last week to tell us the idea, and then the other day he says, can I bring them this week for an interview? Oh my gosh, the turnaround time is incredible. What you are doing, and I want you to explain it best, but I'm just, from what he's told me, is a phenomenal concept.
Thank you so much. You asked me to do one of my favorite things, which is talk about the Florida Intergenerational Orchestra. One of the things that happens so often when I come to talk about the orchestra is that they call us all different names. Florida International Orchestra, Florida Intergalactic Orchestra, Florida Degenerational Orchestra, but we are the Florida Intergenerational Orchestra, and our musicians are of all ages. Right now, from the ages of 15 through 90, and all ages in between. And our mission is to blend the generations through music and also healthy aging through music. My background is an orchestra conductor. As an orchestra conductor is music education and music therapy. So I look at the orchestra from very interesting vantage points, standing on the podium, looking at the musicians in our orchestra, and then also turning around and looking at the audience. Our audience is of all ages also. So when I do my concerts, and this is what we are here to talk about is an upcoming concert, I think about not just the orchestra, but the audience and everybody that's involved in our circle of of music. And we're so happy to be here today because I feel like we're one of the best kept secrets in Boca Raton, and we really need to get out here.
How
So
long has
this is-
this been? How long have you had the intergenerational?
It's 16 years. We're in our 16th season. That's why I'm glad you said wow.
Wait a minute.
16 years.
I hear that.
How did we not know this?
I have no idea. So she's the conductor. You're the conductor? Have you
Yes.
been the conductor for 16 years?
Yes, I'm the founder and the conductor.
So you're the one that goes like this?
Yeah, I do that.
And you have that puppet when you do it?
Sure, I bring my puppets with me. Sometimes I have Lamb Chop, who's very cooperative. She
I love
loves
Lamb
dressing
Chop.
up. Sometimes she steals the show. She sometimes sings. And then we have our friend Skippy the Wonder Dog, who's really a wonderful dog. He wants to be a real dog. So he hangs out at the orchestra concerts hoping that somebody will turn him into a real dog. But in the meantime, I'm so glad that Alan brought us to here today because I feel like this is a great opportunity. Coming on your show is a real it's a real springboard to opening us up to more people in our fabulous Boca Raton community that should know about us, like
So Lorraine, let
students
me
and
ask
children.
you, how did this come to be?
Well, that is a really great question. And I had originally an orchestra in New Jersey called the New Jersey Intergenerational Orchestra. And being a music educator, I was trying to find a way to motivate my students to practice and to want to play music. Because, you know, classical music isn't everybody's thing today. And children need exposure to it to know even what it is all about. So I said to myself, how can I motivate my students? And I thought about what motivated me as a young child in music. And I was very shy, believe it or not. Here I am talking to you, but when I was younger, I was very shy. And what brought me out to the community and out of myself was a group of older musicians that were all retired, well into their 70s, who asked me to join them in a small music ensemble. And they encouraged me so much to practice, and they said I could go to college and play music, and I can be in other groups and become more social through the music. So I persevered practicing, and all of those things that they told me came true. So when I tried to find a way to motivate my students, that was my thought, to bring young musicians like it was myself as a young child and older adults together. And it was immensely successful in New Jersey. The orchestra, New Jersey Intergenerational Orchestra, still exists there in New Jersey. It's over 30 years old. And now my orchestra that I started here in Florida 16 years ago is blossoming.
How many pieces are connected to your orchestra?
Well, again, we originally had, before pre-pandemic, we had a very large orchestra, over 65 musicians. But now, coming back, we kind of shortened the orchestra a little bit, made it a little bit smaller. So we have about 40 musicians right now. We have mostly
huge. That's a large from 15 to 90.
Yeah. We have students from the schools in Boca Raton, from West Boca High School, from Spanish River High School, from various students. We have sometimes homeschooled children that aren't in a regular public school that come to us. So we have quite a variety of ages and backgrounds of the musicians and students. We have adults that are doctors, lawyers, engineers, homemakers.
But what she's not telling you is she's very modest, is that what makes us unique is that it's a mentoring program actually playing next to the person. So it's not like you're going to their house and you're teaching them how to play. These are talented young children that are able to play with someone who has umpteen years experience in famous orchestras. I mean, they're not just, there's many orchestras, you know, I saw some videos which were amazing. She won't tell you, but they literally played at the in New York at the
United Nations.
At the United Nations, her orchestra. So I mean,
all of them, all 60.
Well, in New Jersey, my orchestra at that time was 75. We all were in the United Nations, and they also sent my orchestra to Spain, Madrid, for the International Year of Aging, and they highlighted my orchestra in one of their programs there.
I don't know what's more amazing, the 15-year-old or the 90-year-old. I mean, look at this.
Listen, Freddie, I agree with you 100%, and I apologize. I didn't bring the video. I could have left with you guys. But what's really cool is that you see the patience of the child wanting and the nurture and the hunger to learn how to play the instrument correctly, and the passion between generations. You close your eyes and there's no age barrier. It's just the harmony of music, the talent. It's really overwhelming.
Now, what instrument do you play?
I play the viola, the violin,
okay,
and piano.
Okay. When I was growing up at PS 82 in the Bronx, I played the cello, the viola, and the violin. I didn't want to play it. I wanted to play the saxophone. But they saw that I was a big kid, so they made me carry the cello. Okay? So there were people that I played with that played for the city, tried out, and made it. Me, I wasn't that good. But I always admired, because the people there were 3 of us in the cello orchestra, 2 of them made it to the city. I used to go to watch them play. And they had something very familiar where they were teaching them so that they can develop. I wish I knew what happened to them. They could develop what you do. So you went from Jersey and you're doing here, and this is a mentorship for young people to learn how to play instruments this way. This
I
is
think
amazing.
it becomes a cross mentorship, because what it does for the elderly is they see it through the eyes of the youth and the inspiration, and then they get to. It's a cross-generational, intergenerational mentorship, in my mind.
That's right. That's exactly how it is. That's a very nice way of explaining it. I would just like to say that we just had a student that played in the orchestra since she was 9 years old. She was homeschooled, and now she graduated high school and went to receive a scholarship to Lynn University. Wow. And it's really incredible that she developed herself so much through the orchestra, and she had a special mentor that left a scholarship. Unfortunately, he passed away recently, but he left a scholarship for her at Lynn Conservatory. It's really remarkable, some of the beautiful stories and successes that have come out of the orchestra through the mentorship. And like you said, it could be an adult mentoring a student, or a student influencing the adult, inspiring them. So I love the way that you said that. It was a very
well. I got to tell you
nice
something.
summary.
Playing these instruments changes something in your brain, and I'm being very serious now. Playing the violin and the viola, even though they seem the same, are 2 different animals. And playing the cello, I was a straight A student because of learning how to play an instrument. Right. Now, a lot of people say, Freddie, you're full of malarkey. I'm being honest. You have to focus, your hand-to-eye coordination. You got to listen, because she's a conductor. She tells you when to go, when to stay, tells you how high, how to pitch, and everything else. And this changed my life. Now, if you look around the studio, I've never forgotten this. Up there, we have Don't Stop the Music, and I have instruments up there. Nice. I carry instrument. I am always touchy-feely around instruments. And the kids in here, they make fun of me. But you're exactly the reason that I'm in this business, is what you do, because somebody took time out in their life to teach me discipline. I've coached kids, I've coached football, but it all started with this interview. This is a true story. I may have to bring this out because I still have one of these little bad boys in the back, and we have sax back there, we have trumpets. So, I gotta tip my hat to what you do. It's phenomenal. 16 years.
Thank you.
That's a career, man.
See, but we talked this morning on the morning show, before we're going to go to commercial break in just a minute, about that one moment in your life that changed your life, that person probably doesn't know how they've changed.
And I've never brought this up to you.
How they've
in
changed
10
the
years.
life. And this is exactly what we brought up this morning, is that music teacher or that conductor, whoever that was, changed your life through music. And
Mrs.
you probably
Phyllis.
never even said thank you.
Oh no, I said thank you. When I graduated, I went to 10th grade in junior high school. They skipped me. And when I went to DeWitt Clinton, I missed Bryce High School of Science, I went back and I spoke to Mrs. Phyllis. But the funny thing is, it still stays with me. It's always been with me. And nobody, what kind of conversation you going to say, listen, I learned how to play an instrument, this changed my life. But now that you're here, I feel, and we talked about this, I feel that I can express this because you would understand.
Yes, I do understand. As a matter of fact, I want to recruit you for my orchestra.
Well, we have so much to talk about. We've got Jay Harmon with us. Jay just created this piece in studio. His show will air tomorrow on The Whole Creation, but this is his new line of Sharpie art. So much of what we get to do is through art and music here.
You know, I have a sensitive spot for this. I
Ready?
need the hair colored in. I need to ask you to color the hair in. Because this is Lucy.
Vlad, you ready? We're going to get it. Dawn.
This is beautiful. I got to tell you, this guy, if you go
What
to that
happens, Jay?
studio,
You make it, and then he says, we got to buy it.
that's the problem. Listen, these are for sale. Somebody buy this.
Before
But I
I
got to tell you,
do.
this man has the hands of a magician. Those are his pieces up there as well. That's his piece up there that he made for us 5 years ago.
Yeah. We're going to open this tutu shop. We're going to go to commercial break.
Okay.
Reset what we got to set. Give us a call. So much incredible information happening right here on our set. We've got the Florida Intergenerational Orchestra. We've got Jay Harmon. We've got Alan Roth. We've got a full crew. It is fall. We got Lucy with us. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious. Made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donuts. Choose from over 18 flavor donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts. Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I got you.
Slick slacking?
Slick is slacking.
Slick is slacking?
He's the slacker.
I'm excited though because everything we get to do is around art and music. We've got some beautiful violins, and I can't even tell you, Lorraine and Bob, how lucky you are to be here today because Jay Harmon has been one of our in-house artists since the beginning. We've known Jay, one of the first artists we ever met when we were at a gallery. And between Jay and Amy, you guys are home for us. And Jay is creating a piece for us called The First Breakfast. And this has been controversial for many years, but since instead of the Last Supper, we've got The First Breakfast coming. And it's everyone that we work with, and everything you see in Studio B is colored pencil created by Jay. And you would think some of these pieces are photographs. And this is his latest that he just did today. This is Lucy, your Sharpie series. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's I'm doing some pictures now using just Sharpies. And it's so much fun. I enjoy it so much working with this medium. And I've been working with pencil and colored pencil up till now. And somehow I got the inspiration to try Sharpies and do something a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more daring, because with Sharpies, you can't make a mistake really. And so I really enjoy the challenge of this, and it's so much fun. And so I've been doing this. I went in the Aurora room in there where I was doing it, and I have my pictures and on the wall there, and I see how everything is arranged in there, and it's so cool.
You like it?
I mean, I just think it's so neat to be able to work like that with my artwork there, and to see that. I don't know if it kind of reminds me of the one wall. You ever been to Sardi's?
Yes.
Restaurant where
Yes.
they have all the
actors
and faces. It's
The Wall of Fame, yes.
starting to kind of look like that.
So my question, no, it's amazing. So my question is, do you have a piece of, did you have Lucy's face that you drew? You copied, so you basically.
Yeah, well, I just
copied
worked
it,
from
but
photograph.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
There's a piece in Studio A that he was selling. And like somebody came to me and I upped the price.
Of
because I
course.
didn't want him to sell it. No, the guy could have said yes. I said, oh, wait a minute, I made a mistake. I would have gone to $20,000 if I had to, because I didn't want to lose it. And we ended up buying that piece.
Yeah,
His-
that was I Love Lucy.
His magic is that he brings these things to life. I even try to give him a couple of glasses of wine today, because if you make a mistake here, you got to start all over again. And the guy is dead on. He doesn't miss.
He's like the Leroy Neiman of the Sharpie.
That's right. That's right.
That's amazing. So Jay's always so talented, and Alana put that whole room together for
She
you
did
last
such a
week.
wonderful job.
7 hours.
I'm just,
Oh, God.
With a tape measure.
I'm just.
When
Yes.
Freddie and I hang, we were like, this looks good.
7
that
hours.
looks good. She by
She threw
herself on a
everybody out of the
chair.
room, everybody out of the building, and went there for 7 hours and did her thing. And it looks like the
you
Hall
know,
of
it's
Fame.
it's so funny because people look at art, and they look at some things and they don't realize the hours. I was just talking to Jay, and I'm saying, how many hours does it take to do the young lady with the red lips, with the dark background, and it's the same with the violins they have here. The talent that goes into making art is really basically talent. So when you see price tags on things, you kind of go, yeah, okay, right. But once you get the real background story, the denomination of what they're asking is realistic.
I've
because
never
it's
appreciated
time.
art as much as I do now that we are here, and the value and the stories and the people behind it. And you've created some beautiful violins from some of the musicians, right, that are part of your intergenerational orchestra.
Yes, I'd like to talk a little about these violins. My name's Bob Field. I claim to fame is actually I married Lorraine. I was a pianist in the orchestra, and the drummer in the orchestra was a rabbi, actually, and he said he would marry us, and he'd marry us for free, he said. So we had a wedding concert.
Wow.
Let's make sure his mic is on.
No, it's on. Now.
Okay, you're not hearing me?
Take two.
Take two. What is your name again and your claim to fame?
Bob, tell me your name again. Okay, I'm Bob Field, and I am the manager of the orchestra and also pianist in the orchestra. Actually, I'm a retired public defender. I spent 33 years in Connecticut defending violent crimes, and retired to Florida, and I met Lorraine when I came to Florida, and I became the orchestra pianist, and we decided to get married in front of the orchestra. It's called the wedding concert, and we actually invited the public in, and it was on the front page of the paper. That's about the only time I can recall our orchestra being on the front page of a paper. But anyway, during the last couple of years, it's been really rough for orchestras to function because we can't have live concerts because it's of the COVID situation. So,
But now,
now we're back. We're going to have our first concert December 12th. We'll talk about that in a minute. But these violins, we know quite a few artists because many artists are also musicians. And some are just artists, but they appreciate music. And
I love the fiddler on the roof on the
yeah, and the fiddler on the roof is a piece of.
it's on,
that's
both,
actually
it's
a,
on both sides. They all have both sides. This is a viola. Actually, you would love this one, Freddie. You could play
Freddie,
this
look at
one
this.
with string it up. It's a viola. It's
Jay,
bigger
look
than
at
the other
that.
instruments. This one was done by a local artist. Maybe you've heard of Yaakov Heller.
Sure.
Who has
actually
a studio.
Internationally known artist, Yaakov Heller. You can look him up on Wikipedia.
He created this piece?
Yes, he created this violin.
Wow.
He's incredible.
Fiddler on the
signed
Roof.
it.
It's a viola, and it's signed, and we're going to be having an event to benefit the orchestra coming up. We don't have the date yet, but we're showing these violins to inspire the community
Well,
to,
it was
to have a look.
meant as a fundraiser because we weren't putting on any concerts. So the Fiddler Shop in Boca Raton donated 12 violins and 1 viola to our orchestra so that we could ask local artists if they were willing to contribute. And it's been a wonderful situation. Yakov Heller contributed. He had some of his students contribute. This beautiful beaded violin is by Sari Pedora, who is
a television personality from Colorado. She's now
also
retired here.
Best-selling author on the New York Times bestseller list. Now,
this is all beads.
We actually rehearse at Edgewater Point Estates in Boca Raton, and we discovered that there are some wonderful people there who do artwork. And I just want to point out, Mary Lou Gladstone did this particular violin for us. It's the Four Seasons, and the picture on it is of Antonin Vivaldi, and the instrument is just incredible. I wish you could get a close-up on it.
Wow.
The base of it has trees decorated as the Four Seasons. Wow. Well, you know, in the winter there's snow on the tree, and in the spring there's green flowers. It is just incredible. There's notes all along the side, little beads all.
Is that a cameo on the middle of it?
Yeah, that's Vivaldi. That's the composer who wrote the Four Seasons.
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what's really incredible? I like what you're saying. You're surrounded here by artwork. It's so wonderful to meet your artists here today. And music inspires art, as well as art inspires music. Mm-hmm. So it's so wonderful to have those two things combined together. You know, in this project and in our concerts, many times we display artwork by various artists around the orchestra. So it's really a wonderful thing to have. I'm not an artist myself, but I have a great appreciation for artwork, and I'm just so thrilled sitting in your studio today. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of artwork and the beauty of it all. It really is. I just really can appreciate the artists themselves, whether they're musicians or not. It's just some special, really giftedness.
Now we have 3 of these violins today that you can see, but altogether we have around 13 of them by artists such as Duave, who's also very well known. If you're on a cruise ship, you almost always see the work of Duave. Larry Dinkin, who's internationally known, more modern artist, but he did a violin which was more more regular kind of art, that almost like Yakov style.
And you know, art could be therapy too. There's some of the artwork that was done because of therapeutic needs. The woman that created this, her husband is a cancer patient, and she's been taking care of him. And she told me that this art project was so important to her. It really distracted her from her feelings, you know, about sorrow for her husband. And also, we have a student that created a violin that survived Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, where the students were killed in Parkland. He uses the artwork as therapy. And as a matter of fact, this particular student was under the mentorship of Yakov Heller, is now going to FAU as an art major. Wow. And he worked on one of our violins. We don't have it here today, but it's really, you know, for some people, a therapy too.
Are these violins for sale? Everything's for sale?
Yes.
Is it for sale?
You guys are, Alan, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like you are these earth angels that are bringing, I'm going to make cry, that you bring these generations together and you inspire kids through art and through healing and the older adults that have lost someone, and to bring back. Do you remember we did that event through Ruth Rails?
Yes.
Up at the senior center.
How could I forget that?
And people from the Today Show and cameramen that have retired. And sometimes as we age, people forget that we've all had careers, and you lose sight of the value of the person because all you see is where they are physically, and you don't know their stories. And to me, you are being able to bring out their stories and their gifts of who they are through therapy, and just to highlight everything they're doing through music and the art. So Alan, I thank you so much as I sit here hearing what you brought forward.
You know me, I'm a persistent to a certain point until Freddie says you got to go. But this was something that, but to me, beside the beauty, you know, I had the luxury of being in their house with all the other instruments, and the artwork was just mind-boggling. But to me, what they do more than anything is they make the young people show respect to the elderly. You know, our generations, we forget about our grandparents. You know, we just think they're old people.
Exactly.
But like I said, I apologize, and maybe Fred, Bob, you have a video. I know you gave me the one box, but I'll bring it in. But you watch this video and you see, just even in between their sessions, how a gentleman who's in his 60s, and he's teaching these young girls how to work the bow, to keep the string, just the patience and the hunger and the knowledge that these young people are craving. They're not just, you know, playing an instrument, they're craving the knowledge so one day they can go back. There was a young lady, I call her a young lady, she was in her 70s. She was in over 34 years in orchestras. And you see her go back, and you talk, and you listen to her talk, she was like a 10-year-old little girl. And to me, that's what excites me, and I wanted to bring that to you.
Do you have the video?
Yes.
Do you have it with you?
We do, yes.
All right, why don't we go to commercial break? Let's see if we can send it and upload it.
Yes.
Okay.
See if we can put some of this out. And Jay, you teach art to kids, so
Yes, I do.
This is such an incredible opportunity for you all to sit and meet. We're going to download the video, upload it for you all to see this. This is incredible. The
Don't go
Florida
away.
Intergenerational Orchestra.
And I want to know
Jay
how we can
Harmon,
help.
this is like whatever we can do to bring this all together. Amazing. Stay tuned.
We'll
We'll be right back.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
AMP2 TV and WWNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for over 10 years. They have been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are
Even
always
though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum. It's wicked smooth.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Well, hello. I've been asked if I'd play a little piano, and I thought maybe I'd play something that I composed so we wouldn't have to worry about someone saying we didn't get the rights to play their song. So I've written this song. It's called On a Wing and a Prayer, and the words, it goes, tell me, how do I know which way to go? Are there roads in the sky? Are there signs from on high that glow? will they show me the way and take me where I won't be afraid to travel alone on a wing and a prayer. I think I'd rather just tell you what the words were because I don't know how well I sing it. Tell me, how do I know which way to go? Are there roads in the sky? Are there signs from on high that glow? Will they point out the way and take me where I will not be afraid to travel alone on a wing and a prayer? There's a whole world out there. Who cares? As we follow our dreams, sometimes it seems there's no one to care. But when faith lights the way, all will be fair. I will travel alone on a wing and a prayer. Lorraine actually asked Peter Fuchs, who is one of our dear friends and also a conductor of many orchestras, to score that for our orchestra, and we're going to try to get the orchestra to play it on our February 26th or February 27th concert that's coming up. And I think it'll be nice for me to hear the orchestra playing something I wrote. I actually wrote music as a public defender. I was writing music to keep myself sane, basically, because it's a tough job. And I would come home and I would write music. And I wrote a musical called Real Lawyer, because so many of our clients would say, if I had a real lawyer, I wouldn't be going to jail. And I indicated to them, if you had a real lawyer, you'd be going to jail, but a lot poorer. So I combined music with law. So I combined what I was doing. And when I came to Florida and I met Lorraine, well, first of all, I took one look at her and I decided, I'm staying there in that orchestra and I'm going to marry this woman. So I'm doing everything I can to help the orchestra. I think it's a fabulous idea of joining these generations, blending the generations through music. And if you're a parent and you send your kid to the orchestra, you know they're going to come back as better people. So I don't know if anybody wants to hear anything else. I can play White Christmas, how's that? In anticipation of the upcoming holiday.
Very nice. I want to talk about the upcoming.
Let's talk about this event. Anytime you want to come play, our
Yes,
doors are
this
always
is always open. You can come play at any time. Makes no difference. I'll tell her the shows. Don't worry about it. He's just in the background.
Well, thank you.
My viola.
Yes.
My viola's name is Florence.
Of course.
Sure, she wouldn't mind coming
Florence
here.
has to be here.
We would love Florence to come.
It'd be an honor to have you guys play here.
Bob,
You
that
can't-
was incredible. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. On a wing and a prayer, it's pretty much how Freddie and I live our lives here. Jay knows.
That's great.
Hope, a wing and a prayer.
Yeah, but it works.
It always works, right?
It's scary.
but you know it works.
You're still here, aren't you?
Our crew knows that's kind of how we roll. Wing and a prayer and a whole lot of hope.
Let's talk about the event.
Your event, Sunday, December 12th. I've always wanted to go see this church on the corner of Lyons and
Palmetto
and
Park
Palmetto,
Road.
right?
Yes.
It's on the southeast corner. I've always wondered what it looks beautiful on the outside.
Everybody knows it's there. When I
Family
mentioned
too.
that we're having a concert there, everybody passes that church and is very familiar with the location. And we've been having our concerts there for the last few years, and it's a lovely stage in a big open room. And our concert's called Home for the Holidays, so maybe you'll get a little more homey and relax when you come to see our concert. We're going to do a lot of holiday tunes. It's very interesting. The Florida Intergenerational Orchestra has a little tagline. I like to say we're Florida's most eclectic orchestra because it's so much of a mix of people and backgrounds. And of our audience we have on this concert, our vocalist, Vince Zabik. Now, all of the people that are involved in this orchestra are so individually, so interesting and bring so much to the orchestra, so unique. Vince Zabik is a builder. He owns a company that builds homes, but yet on the side he loves to sing. He's also a cancer survivor and has used music as his therapy to continue to thrive. And he tells a lovely story when he sings with our orchestra about how music is so important in his life. So Vince Zabik is our vocalist as well as our stage designer. He's a very unique man. He comes up with a lot of artistic looks to our programs. Then we have two students from the Lynn Conservatory, students of a very, very famous violinist by the name of Elmar Oliveira. And he has students, premier students that he's lending to our program. One is called Kayla Bryan and Benjamin Kramer, and they're both in their early 20s trying to have a career of music. And we're also going to be honoring Elmar Oliveira, and we're going to be giving him a special award. He's going to get a Lifetime Achievement Award from our orchestra at this concert for his efforts on promoting and for nurturing the talents, and not only just the talents, but the careers. He follows them all the way through, not just teaching them, but showing them how to have a career in music and in business. So he's going to be honored for his work with the students, Elmar Oliveira. And they're going to be performing the Bach Double Violin Concerto, which is a very familiar piece. If you start to listen to it, you'll say, hey, I know that. Even though it's Bach, it's classical, I'm sure you'll know it. And then we're going to have a special guest. This is like really exciting because our audiences are all ages. We're going to have a special guest from the North Pole. Can you guess who that is?
Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, well, maybe. You'll have
Rudolph.
to see. You'll have to come and see. And then we give out prizes and all the children march around. It's really fun.
How many people do you expect?
We usually have about 350 to our concerts, between 350 and 400.
I can't believe you've had 16 years. Yeah. I've lived in Boca 25 years. You've lived here 10 years. And we have not met. But I am so excited to meet you because I truly, in my heart, what you are doing is spectacular.
Thank you. So our concert's coming up on Sunday, December 12th. We like to have our concerts on a Sunday afternoon during the day. It's easy for people to find their way to the program. And it's at 3 p.m. And we sell the tickets at the door as well as in advance. We have tickets for adults are $15, and children under 12 are free. And then we also have VIP seating in the first 2 rows for $25. Some people like to sit up really close to the orchestra. And it's held at O'Shea Hall, which is on the corner of Lyons and Palmetto Road in Boca Raton. And we have our website, which I guess I can mention if they want to get in touch with us, www.flioa.org is our website. And you can find a lot of information there about
What if
us.
people want to be in the orchestra? Are you still taking people to come join you?
Yeah, we have a rolling kind of introduction to the orchestra. We never turn anybody away. It's very interesting that we let people come and play. They come and sit in, see if they fit in. We have people that come from all over the United States, even from all over the world. Some people come down to Florida to test out the orchestra. We call ourselves a destination orchestra because people want to find their niche. They might be an artist or a musician. They want to find out, what does Boca Raton have to offer me here if I move here? And we've had quite a few people that have come to visit Boca, stop in by our orchestra, and then eventually move down here and join us. It's really great.
It's funny because a lot of people don't know that Dawn plays the piano.
Wow.
I don't. I used to.
She had her music in the bench with her name on it. Now, if you have all that, shouldn't you be playing? She plays the piano. You should go and check it out.
You can always go back. You know, Freddie, even pick up your viola. That's one of our things. We say
I
it's
got
never too
arthritis.
late. Oh, okay.
I wasn't good. I got to tell you.
Well,
I got to tell you, I went because, number one, the school made me go. Number two, I was in love with a girl in the 8th grade. And I went there, and she played the violin like it was nobody's business. And I said, you know what? I could carry a cello, no problem.
My dad used to say my recitals were his best nap ever.
But I used to love doing it. I used to, you know, it was funny. I used to carry the cello home, and to me, that journey was more of a big deal than practicing. I loved it because everybody used to say,
You were proud.
can I carry it? Can I help you? And I had all my friends who used to help me carry the damn thing home.
Jay, do you play any instruments?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
The pencil.
Actually, the pencil is my
We'll have to
instrument.
get you a Sharpie and like a violin, and maybe you can create.
I'm going to get you a musical pencil.
A musical pencil. I would love to do that. If it, if it can play music while I'm working, that would be a wonderful thing. I would.
I've never heard of it, but I'm going to create it.
Okay.
That's wonderful.
Okay, because
A musical pencil.
I love music, and I think most artists love music, and I think most musicians love art.
Yes.
So, there is a big crossover there, and I think that, they work hand in hand.
No, so I have to ask you, because we're talking about intergenerational. You teach kids art after school.
Yes, I do.
What is that like for you?
It's fun. It's great. I work with the elementary school kids from K through 5, and it is just so neat to show them different projects, different new things. We do something new every week, and I work at about 5 different schools, and it's just, I don't know how the kids who have never experienced art before, and the ones that really get into it, that just the look on their face and their expressions when they finally get that, wow, I don't know if I can do this, but I'll try. And then they do it, and then it's like, look what I did, and I love to help them to find themselves through art, and it's really fun.
Maybe you want to paint one of our violins.
Now, I would like
That would
to.
be very
I want
cool
to
for him to
ask
paint
him.
one of the violins.
Yeah, and I want to ask about the violins. You are selling these. How many do you have for sale?
We have 12 violins and 1 viola, 13.
How do they range in price?
That's a good question. I would say from $1,500 and up. They're done by famous, some of them by famous artists. They have a lot of detail in them, and they're really spectacular.
And
Thank
where
you for
can
asking.
people see them if they wanted to purchase?
Well, that's a good question. We're just about to put them on our website. We're going to be putting up information about the artists. What's also charming about these violins are the artists, knowing the stories of the artists and why and how they created what they did with these violins. I gave them no instruction, so they were able to create these violins any way they liked. But you know what, Freddie, you were talking before about you having played the viola. You know, some of the musicians, just to mention this to you, some of them are adult beginners. Some of them are adults that stopped playing an instrument for 30 years and picked it up again. It's very interesting how people come back to their instruments later on in life. And I'm sure that Jay must have some art students or know some artists that have taken up this endeavor later on in life. And you know, there's a word for that I use when I talk about music therapy or art therapy. It's called brain calisthenics. Playing an instrument and doing artwork, especially later on in life, is an exercise for your brain. and it really does a lot of good for people.
And I think you're never too old to,
Yes.
to learn something like music or art. In fact, if it's intrinsic, if you've, even if you haven't really experienced it, I never used a colored pencil until I retired from teaching.
Wow.
And so it was something I always wanted to do, but never really seemed to have the time for it. But I just find that art and music are two things that people have with them, and it's like it's almost something that is an inner thing that you really, if you want to express yourself, it's really a great way to do it. And I think a lot of people who are really, I think, if you're, especially through the last couple of years, people have been so frustrated. They haven't been able to do things or whatever, and they're so bored. Try something new. Try some art. Try some music. I think it's something that I think will really help you to feel better.
True that.
I agree.
True that.
Check
All
it.
right.
December 12th, save the date, 3 o'clock, $15 a ticket. One thing I've always wanted to do is see an orchestra. Every time I go to Broadway, the orchestra pit always fascinates me. So I am so excited to go. I'm so excited to go to this
I've
event.
never seen it in Florida,
You
but
wanna go?
I want to go.
Okay.
I was
Wow.
a big buff in New York. You know, they used to have orchestra in Central Park. It was called Orchestras in the Park. And I'll never forget those days. The smell of the grass, it was beautiful weather, man, and that tune. And my friends, they weren't into that kind of music, you know? They didn't understand the significance of what it meant to me. And then I tried to teach my players, my kid players, my 8 and 9-year-olds, and Gio still remembers, we used to put that music to calm them down. I had the most calm team in the world, and they thought about it, so it worked for me.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys ready to play a game?
We had a
Brought
game
to you
to
by
play.
Mini Donut World.
The mini donut game.
Oh.
So you get to pick either box 1 or 2, and it's yours. Now this could be anywhere from a hairpin to the keys to Dawn's car. It could be anything. I like using that.
I know.
So you have to pick a box, either 1 or 2.
I'll take 2.
And she took 2. So let's see what you didn't get in box 1. Because, you know, we have to have some fun with it. Well, in box 1, you would have won 2 straws.
Oh.
Now why?
The peanut gallery in there.
I know, they're a bunch of... No, yeah, how to make her a coffee. You would have won a bag of coffee.
Oh.
From the Brooklyn Cafe, and there's 2 straws, so the 2 of you could have drank out of the same flask. So we're gonna put this over
Can
here.
you say coffee? Do you say it like Brooklyn, like coffee? How do you
Coffee.
say coffee?
Coffee.
My sister says coffee.
How do you say it?
Coffee.
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 Like the Dawn.
Like the hey Dawn. And you actually won a free box of popcorn with 2 tickets to the movies of Del Rey.
Oh, why?
Okay, you take these and they're all filled out and everything. You go and see the movies in Del Rey, and you let them know. It says here the Brooklyn Cafe, and you will get a free bag of coffee. But because you guys,
Box of popcorn.
Wonderful.
a box of popcorn. What did I say?
Bag of coffee.
I meant to grab the bag of coffee.
That sounds good.
Dawn!
I love movies.
Now, because you guys have been such sports, I think I'm going to give you both prizes.
Coffee
Okay.
and the movies?
Coffee and
Coffee and the movies.
That's great.
Coffee in the movies. So give this to them
Thank
over
you.
there.
I feel like I'm on Let's Make a Deal.
Let's
What's the
Make
show?
a Deal.
Is it Let's Make a Deal?
Let's Make a Deal.
I'm trying to. I will only play that game if people come dressed up.
That's fun.
If people come dressed up, I will
No, they
play
can have the box.
the Let's Make a Deal game.
be
I
so
could
much
do
fun.
that, but
You
they
could.
got to get dressed up.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
can walk around and say, "Do you have a pineapple in your purse?" You know, things like that.
Actually, December, what did we just pick the date? December 4th, that Wednesday. 15th.
December 14th.
15th, I think it is, that Wednesday. We're having our holiday event here with Danielle Beaujean.
Wow.
We're going to have La Parranda. You guys know what a parranda is? It is Spanish caroling.
December 15th.
Christmas caroling on December
Beautiful.
15th. You guys are all welcome.
Wow.
And you can bring the band for all I'll empty this place out and put all 40 of you in here.
Yeah.
We could play to that. Maybe bring in a charity. Maybe bring in some charity help as well. Maybe some other people will bring things and we'll have a charity drive. I
Snapchat
don't-
might come.
Yes, I'm going to put a puppet house.
I love
Do
lamb
you know?
chop. She's my favorite.
I'm going to create a puppet house.
Of course you
Wow.
You know what a puppet house is, right?
A puppet house.
And it's like a box, and they have little curtains, and you bring out the puppets, and you're underneath one like this.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Rogers?
We actually had an opera singer sing Some Enchanted Evening to Lamb Chop.
I was swooning all over the place.
Because Lamb Chop apparently never had a chance to find a real boyfriend because she was always on TV with Sherry Lewis, right? And so she didn't have any chance to date. So she was looking for that one person, that one moment in time.
Yeah, make sure he has a Lamborghini.
Oh my God. Lamb Chop has changed over the time.
You back?
What do we got?
She's back. I love Lamb Chop and Sherry Lewis. I used to always have a Lamb Chop puppet growing up.
Yeah.
Things you never knew about
They
me.
make appearances at our concerts too. They're pretty popular.
Do you go on stage and do your puppet routine? Really?
Yeah, as I say, the opera singer sang Some Enchanted Evening, you will meet a stranger. You will meet a stranger across a crowded room.
Happy Wednesday. We don't have a camera. We got a Lamb Chop.
You
So
sang
you
it to Lamb
guys,
Chop.
for dinner, do you use? Never mind. That
We also had
Thank you
Skippy.
so much for joining us. Check it out, Florida Intergenerational Orchestra. Thank you to Alan Roth for bringing them over. Sunday, 3 p.m., December 12th. You can go to their website, general seating at the door. More information to come. Jay Harmon, as always, you are spectacular.
You got me again, Jane. You got me again.
Thank you for bringing your friends over, for seeing Barbara. It was lovely. I think they went to the radio station.
They
to see
did, and
everything.
she purchased the picture that is there called Wild and Free. It's a horse that's running with the hair.
The mane?
Uh-huh.
Oh, see, one of our faves.
Really?
We should have bought that one already.
I should have locked that door. Is what I should have done.
That
They
is
insisted.
amazing. That wild mane.
Congratulations,
oh my gosh.
Jane.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
So,
It's
thank you.
beautiful.
So I had to fill in the hole.
Fill in the hole.
You see, when the artists sell their pieces, you got to fill in the hole because it moves and
How
it
do you and I
moves.
react the same way?
Yeah, you got to attach them. I hear what you
Yes.
were saying. You get very, it's like a missing person or, that kind of thing.
We get attached. It's all family here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I definitely understand that.
Nice stuff.
All right. Have a
wonderful.
great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. On a wing and a prayer, as always. We'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. wish you could unfreeze my heart and we